Hey, welcome back again to another live here. Now, I put a post up yesterday, maybe the day before, and was talking about overcomplicating health. Now, every time I seem to post, you probably think, oh, this guy goes in so deep with health, and you see all these different methods, all these different symptoms, methodologies, and all these things that we can look at in order to improve your health. But the underlying thing I look to do with clients is to do the basics, those foundations. Because what I see with so many entrepreneurs, so many guys that I work with, that we look to overcomplicate things. Because those basics that we do, the basics that actually work, those foundations, they're not sexy. Those things we have to do over and over again. It's not the sexiest thing. And one of the psychological aspects I've noticed, one of the big things I've noticed when working with clients and what they've done in the past, and I've asked them why these things didn't work. Why did all the supplements not work? Why did this specific diet not work? This specific training method, trying to do the fastings, the detox, and all these different things. And it's became clear to me that when we try to do so many things, and we've already got this busy schedule, there's only a certain amount of capacity that we can actually take on board. So you're running your business, you've got your family life, your relationships, and your health, and all these different things. And there's only a certain amount of balls we can juggle before one inevitably falls off. So when we try and improve our health, we go deeper into it. We try to overcomplicate it because, now stay with me on this one, because if we overcomplicate things, unfortunately, it then means, oh, I've got an error message come up. If we overcomplicate things, it usually justifies allowing ourselves to fail. Because if we have this excuse that there was so much to do, I couldn't train 5 times a week because I had all this business stuff. I couldn't count all my calories. I couldn't drop my carbs. I couldn't go keto. I couldn't get to sleep at this certain time. All these different things that we tried to do. I couldn't get all those supplements in. All these things. It soon adds up, and then we justify allowing ourselves to fail, and we say, it's okay because I'm that busy, I can't do these things. So I have this way to work with clients. I'm not saying work with me on this or anything like that, but have a think about what you could do. Start with the minimum. Start with minimal work. You hear me? Minimal, not maximal. Minimal work. Start with the very basics. If you think you can work out 3 times a week, start with 2. Get consistent with 2. Because what a lot of people do, they overestimate what their capacity actually is. And a lot of people tell me that I have to go all or nothing. All or nothing, unfortunately, is one of the longest ways of doing it. Sprinting is the longest way to do it. Because inevitably, you fall off. And then you have to go backwards, and then you get back on board, and so on. Someone said to me, probably about 3 weeks ago now, she said, look, Ollie, I need to go 100%. If not, I won't do it. And that's where we have to look into the mindset. How has 100% worked in the past? Chances are not very well, because you're here, you're watching this video, or this person was talking to me about coaching. And what we done with her was literally just do the minimum. We set a rough step goal because she was counting her steps anyway. We set this rough step goal to track her steps. We set up to just look at making sure she had protein with every meal. Yes, there are intricate ways of working with people. Yes, I have my functional medicine style, which goes into the depths of it as a healthcare practitioner. Yes, there's all these things where you will see that we go into genetics, we go into methylation, we go into optimizing sleep and all these different things. But what we have to consider is the capacity that you have to take something else on board. Because there is no point, absolutely no point, of starting something and then continue to fall off. What is that bare minimum you can do? Because if you've read my books, The One Day Body Upgrade, there's a chapter in there called Moving Mountains, my Everest obsession. Now, when someone climbs Everest, they don't just go straight up the mountain. You have to get onto Everest and you trek up to base camp. There, you have to acclimatize. And this is where so many people fail, because they haven't built those foundational health principles. They haven't worked on just doing those basics, getting good concepts of nutrition, getting good balance, looking at perceptions of stress, looking at your routine. And this is where those foundations are built, those base camp foundations. And then when those people then try to climb the mountain, go and do some rotations. They go up to camp 1, acclimatize, come back down and then recover. Up to camp 1 and then 2, acclimatize, back down and recover. Then to camp 3, and then they might go back down and do another rotation, or some people will go up to camp 4 and then what they call the death zone and summit. But they have to build those foundations first. So stop overcomplicating things when it comes to your health. Do those basics. Sort out your sleep. If you're not waking, or if you're waking through the night, look at that first. How do we do that? We manage our stress levels. We manage our blood glucose through good nutrition. We manage our routine, and we start to love ourselves and put ourselves first. If you are not sleeping through the night, someone said, will S&P close higher today? I'm not sure what that means. Elaborate it. Cap track S&P close higher today. I'm not sure what that means. But focus on those foundations. If you are not sleeping through the night and you go to annihilate 4 or 5 days a week of training, then we need to work on that before we go and annihilate these different things. It all works with like start here and then get here through here, 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 and here. Too many people want to go from A to Z or A to Z, depending on what side of the pond you're on, A to Z, without going to B, C, D, E, and F. Do the work in between, one single step at a time. And I promise you, that is the quickest way to get to that end goal. Because if you try and do too much too soon, you will inevitably fall off, be demotivated, and potentially go back, and then maybe have that mindset that nothing works for you when it comes to your health. Go slowly. Think about a train. If you leave the station, it goes slowly and then it speeds up and builds momentum, and it's hard to slow down. If you try and sprint off, that's when things don't work. Change small things, sustainable things, and consistently move forward with your health. Now, hopefully this stream has gone out all good. I'm not sure what will S&P close higher today. So drop me a message, Cap Track on Twitch, if that has a meaning. You want me to answer that question. If you have any questions when it comes to health, drop me a message. Ollie@ojhealth.com, or go on ojhealth.com and hit let's chat and drop me a message. But thank you for watching. And I shall be back soon with another live to help you optimize your health.